Hi, lovely people. Good morning. So, guys, as you know, this is Evans once again, bringing you love, peace, and harmony right here in Germany, guys. So, guys, as you know, I have already promised you guys of bringing you an interview this coming Saturday. Sunday, probably it can be because of the situation here in Europe. Sometimes the person that I've invited doesn't have time to come on the show or the program. But then trust me, I'm doing all my possible best to bring you a true life story of what people are going through here in Europe. Guys, it's been so difficult getting them because I want to get the pioneers. I want to get people that are here for almost about 40 years, people that have been living here in Europe for almost about 50 years, 60 years, and what have you, and they cannot return back home. Guys, mind you, the program is going back to Africa, going back to develop our country, going back to claim what is ours. That is the program all about. Guys, let me tell you, there's so many hidden truths here in Europe that I want to share with you guys now. I want to just give you a little bit about what people are going through. I have gone through the same problems, but I don't want my generation. I don't want people that are struggling, people that have money in Africa, people that parents have money, they are rich, to go and sell their properties, to go and sell their resources just because they want to come to Europe. Why? They just want to come to Europe to enslave themselves more. It's like the Europeans came to Africa to enslave us, and now you are bringing yourself wieder, as we say. You are bringing yourself again to Europe to be enslaved again by the Europeans. Guys, enough is enough. It's high time that we, the immigrants here, who has gotten a little opportunity to learn or taking something from them, to go back to Africa to develop our country, guys. I know there's going to be so many criticism here in this video, but I don't care. I'm not going to use any profane words here. I'm going to be as how do you call it? I'm going to be as open as possible that I can be. I'm going to share experiences that I've seen, what people are going through here with you guys. That is why it's been so difficult getting those people onto the platform. And you are not at for and you're easy. Yeah, sorry. But what I wanted to say is that there are so many people that are living here in Europe for almost about 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. There are so many people who are now in pension, who are supposed to be now relaxing with their grandkids in Ghana, going to the beautiful beaches of Africa, relaxing, who are stuck here. Why? Because their relatives back home are part of the problems. Why? Because when they came here, trust me, I know someone who was brought to Ghana after 38 good years. 38 good years, guys. That is not a joke. The person have been here in Germany for 38 good years and doesn't have document, and he was brought back home. He didn't have anything, no investment, because he didn't have documents to work. He was using someone's documents to work, and because of that, when he was being caught, they brought him back to his roots. So the question is, why is it so difficult for us to stay in our rich, God-given resource country, but then rather than coming to Europe to be enslaved? Guys, for my situation, let me use mine for example. As I was growing up, I just wanted to play football, that is soccer. So I think my third year at New Javan College of Commerce, I went to New Javan College of Commerce in Kufoidua. That is where I went to school. So during my third year, I got the opportunity to travel. So that is my situation, how I ended up coming to Europe. And then mind you, every young upcoming footballer or a soccer player, vision and dreams is to come to Europe to portray his God-given talent. But then there are so many people who risks the chances, risks their life of passing through the desert, snow time, just to come to Europe to make ends meet. Because our system in Africa is very, very appalling. Our system in Africa is very depreciating. Our system in Africa is like a genetical corruption from corruption to corruption. So the youth who have gone to the university, who has finished school, who is well educated, doesn't get jobs to do. Now, let's focus. My main focus is now here in Europe. That is my main focus, guys. That is my main focus. So now, let me pause for a moment, guys, because I have to be very, very careful of the words that I'm going to use. Because as I said, there is going to be so many criticism here. People are going to criticize me for telling the truth. People are going to write so many bad comments because I'm saying the truth. But I don't care because I'm advising someone. I'm advising someone who wants to go and sell his father's car. I'm advising someone who wants to go and sell his father's land. I'm advising someone who wants to go and sell his father's farm just because he wants to come to Europe to be enslaved. Now, guys, let me tell you. Let's say, for example, you manage to come to Europe. It depends on how you come, right? Probably your parents are already here. They send you invitation. Or probably you come here by schooling, then you have the opportunity to excel. But let's say you sell your father's property, your father's resources, your family's resources. You pass it through desert, you pass it through the sea. Just name it, and you come to Europe. Now you're going to take almost about 5 to 10 years before you get document. How are you going to get this document, guys? Let's say you're going to seek asylum. This is what many people does. You're going to seek asylum to be a refugee or whatever you just name it. It takes almost about so many years for even the Europeans or for the EU to accept your process, right? Now, some people goes through the length of even marrying people that can be their mothers, their fathers, in order to get document. Guys, as I'm saying, this is hard truth. This is hard truth. You can hate me, I don't give. You can like me, you can comment on it, you can say, guy, you're saying the truth. It's true. Now, there are so many people when you go to Israel. Israel is one of the most toughest countries to enter, that no matter the kids that you have, no matter what that you have, you're never going to get documents. If you want, you can give birth thousands of kids there in Israel. The government is not going to give you no document. So what they does is they work, gather money, and then leave back home. If someone is in Israel watching this program right now, if someone is in Israel watching this program and the person thinks I'm lying, you should just come and comment below and say, yo boy, you lying. What you're saying is not true. Now, coming back again here to Europe, let me take Germany for example, let me take Belgium for example, let me take Holland for example, let me take France for example, let me take London. Now let's go to London. So if you go to London, believe me, you're going to meet or you're going to see so many people who are about, let me say, 10 people, 6 people, 7 people who are living in one ghetto. Guys, the struggle is not easy here in Europe. Imagine a 31 years old pretty African lady marrying a 67 or a 70 years old man just because of document. Just because the person want to stay in Europe and be enslaved. Just because the person want to make ends meet and send that money, that hard-earned money, back home, whereas their relatives sit and they misuse the money. Guys, Europe is not easy. Just imagine a 25-year-old boy marrying a 66-year-old lady just because the person wants his document. Guys, it's very appalling. It's very, I don't know the right word to use, but I'm saying this thing right from this heart. Our leaders in Africa, those that we've given you this finger, the power. Don't think that we are there, or that we've given you that power for you to come. I'm even missing the words to use, guys, because this is getting on my nerves. And then we work so hard here in Europe, we bring something also back to Ghana, and then you go to the port and they give you tax that you can't pay. There is an issue that people are going to criticize me for. This is a program that needs to be told. Your beautiful daughter comes to Europe. You don't even know the state that person is living. If he or she doesn't send money at a given time, you call and you guys sit there at home and start calculating the amount of years that a person has been living here in Europe. Shame onto our relative and shame onto our leaders in Africa. And also here in Europe, guys, we the immigrants that have gotten opportunities to come here, it is time we go back home to develop our country, guys. It is high time we go back to Africa. I and you. Let me tell you, our leaders are just there to consume, to spend the taxpayers' money and not there to help us, guys. They're not willing to help us. Because if our leaders are creating jobs, they are creating opportunities for us. We wouldn't be traveling, selling our resources, selling our properties, just to end up here being enslaved again. I hope I'm talking to someone out there. I hope I'm talking to a brother. And for us, those people, for we who have gotten opportunity to come to Europe, let's go home. We have learned enough. Let's go and develop our country. There is also one thing about we blacks, I don't know. I always say one thing, I say is that if God is to come today and to recreate the world, I'll tell God I want to be black again on my skin, but the inside I want to have the brains of a white person. You know the reason why I'm saying that is because a white person thinks about development, whereas a black person thinks about the downfall of his brother. We blacks appreciate the death more than the living. We appreciate when someone dies. That is when we will go there and then cry at the funeral or at the burial. Oh God. Let's love ourselves. Let's fight for development of Africa. Guys, before a white person comes to Africa to say, I'm coming to do this, I'm coming to do that, that white person or that foreigner had seen something. That is why he or she is coming there. Mind you, we have so many resources that the Europeans doesn't have. Until then, guys, please subscribe to the AIDOO'S Mix Farm on YouTube. We're going to bring you so many interesting videos. We're going to bring you so many true life stories. It is very difficult getting people to come on the program, but then I have managed to get 2 people who want really want to share their life story, their true life story to us. Join me on the program this coming weekend. We're going to have one of our own breast, a legend, a former footballer who want to share his story with us, guys. I'm also planning on going from country to country before I come back home. I want to bring you the stories of what people are going through. There are so many immigrants who are sleeping under the bridges. There are so many immigrants who, if gotten the opportunity, will return back home, but their families back home has disappointed them. There are so many people who are living here in Europe for the past 10 years who still doesn't have even documents to go and work. They are using other people's documents to work, and those people who has the document are spending their money. I said, I'm going to be criticized doing this video, but then I don't care, because there's so many hypocrisy going on here in Europe. Whereas someone goes and stands close to someone's car, snap a picture or what have you, and put it on the internet. Social media is really framing people's eyes. Let's use this social media to spread to spread love, to teach and educate ourselves. It's Evans here. Thank you. Watch the video, share the video, tell people that I'm bringing, or the AIDOO'S Mixed Farm, we're bringing you the most exciting interviews, the real life story of the world. Because we're going to travel, I'm going to create jobs, and I'm going to improve my society. That is what I've pledged to do. Until then, it's a very good morning from me. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.